say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize, never give up and coast. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I got time, infrastructure right, I got time. I could talk to. We're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. Someone put me out.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He does a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw, Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Newton on first down. He's going to rifle one. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Jameer Byrd. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Just like that.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now it's Bird on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over
at their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A give. This is Michel. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Michel on the carry.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now the 2nd-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
49-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Allen again. And John Brown's got it complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Devin McCourty there defensively.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Allen's pass, intended for John Brown. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt.
42-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick the field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
At their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
3 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and is a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
7-yard line.
You know, it's not just all athleticism for defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
35's the mic.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. From the gun, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come up now on second and a yard. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Regular.
Throwing again. Allen. And that's complete to Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
10 at the 12-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Here's Allen on first and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. From the gun, Allen. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So they get three, certainly hoping for six after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. This is Michel on the counter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. It's complete. James White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you thought saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. To throw on 3rd down, Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And a dump off to White. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing again is Newton. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Newton throwing again. Stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton in the final seconds of the first half, and the Patriots add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Set to kick off.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56.
Allen now looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Allen's throw is complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, It's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
35 to Mike. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Mike 35.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
And 6. At the Bills' 20-yard line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right, tight on the right. Even. 4 down. Even. Check 26. Check 26. Slant. On 52.
To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Watch the slant. Mike 35. Mike 35. I got you, son. I got you, son. 35's the Mike. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Hey, hold. Mike 35. Mike 35. Exit. 35's the Mike. Watch the pass. Mike 35. Mike Sunday. That's right, Randy. They don't want it. 35's the Mike.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
49.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
That's it. Let's get it. Mike 49. All day, dog. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
New England.
Demir Bird, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Lining up for the
So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
7-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Watch the run. 20.
On second down, Michel. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Number 44.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So then we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one. You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
To John Brown.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. It's complete to Diggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Forced out to his left. That is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's good.
The Bills passing game, get him down the field. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They run here with Singletary. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good thing.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is caught. So they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That good for 22 and a first down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
44 to Mike. 43.
On second and 11 now. Newton. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
At the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offensive coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to Brown, this time complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. But yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
Bills 22. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
run on first down. Michelle. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Brought down by
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Second and 11 now. Off the bootleg. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Patriots.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. I'm Brandon Gaudin.